Believe in the Lord Jesus, and you and your household will be saved. It's perhaps a curious point about Catholic theology that we have no officially defined soteriology. That's the big fancy word for the theology of how we are actually saved. How does our salvation actually come about? The Church would insist upon a few points, namely that it is dependent upon Jesus Christ, his incarnation, his death and resurrection. We would maintain that the Church is an essential part of the unfolding of salvation, that the sacraments are critical, that being a charitable person is essential, and so on. But exactly how all of this comes to be, the official Catholic answer is we don't know. We're not certain. It's complex. So what Paul is saying to this man, to the jailer, is not a statement of, well, this is the only thing that you must do to be saved. It is the first step you must take in order to be saved. But it's not just any first step. To really believe in Jesus, to really do it, it's not just a matter of saying, okay, I believe Jesus Christ existed 2,000 years ago or so on. It's not merely to believe that Jesus was a real person and that he was nice and taught important things. No. To really believe in Jesus, the kind of act that Paul is urging the jailer to make here, that it's something comprehensive. It really involves putting your life in Jesus' hands. That's what belief really means. That is what the act of faith really is. Saying to Jesus Christ, okay, you are my Lord, and all that I am, and all that I have, it's yours. And I accept that truth. And moreover, I embrace that truth. I love that truth. That everything that I am, that everything that I possess, it's really yours, Jesus, to do with as you would please. That is what Paul is telling this jailer to do. And it is this unique thing that when we do that, the rest takes care of itself. When we really put our lives in Jesus' hands, the rest of our salvation, it unfolds from that point. Whatever Jesus needs to happen for him to really save us, as long as we have put ourselves in his hands and we don't do something to somehow take back our life, it will happen. And we don't need to worry about it. Now, the life of most disciples proves that this is not a simple matter, that it's not a straightforward matter. Very often we make an act of placing ourselves, our lives, in the hands of Jesus, but then maybe persecution comes, or maybe something else that frightens us, or makes us have doubts, or so on. And then we want to scale back. We want to pull back. But what St. Paul says to this man, it's the first step, and there is this sense in which each and every day of our lives, it's the only critical step. Every day, day in, day out, believe in Jesus, and we will be saved. What do we do when we are afraid of illness, when we are afraid of financial ruin, when we are facing the loss of relationships, believe in Jesus. That's what we do. Put it in his hands. Put ourselves in his hands. And then all of the details, whatever else needs to happen, however else the Lord needs things to line up to put the power in our life that we need, when we need it, how we need it, it will happen. If we trust him, if we follow him, everything will work out the way it needs to.